What if I told you that inside your ductwork, right now, there are small metal plates that were specifically designed to solve your hot room problem? They are already there, already installed, in almost every home built in the last 50 years. And in most homes, nobody has ever touched them. Not the technician who installed your system. Not the one who came out last summer when you called about that room. Not the one before that. They walked right past them, said nothing, and handed you an invoice for something else entirely. These things are called duct dampers. They cost $14 if you need to add one. And what they do, and why almost nobody in the HVAC industry ever talks about adjusting them, is what this video is about. By the end of this, you are going to understand 3 things. What a duct damper actually is, where yours are right now, and why they are almost certainly set wrong. The real physics behind why one room in your house is always hot, and why it has nothing to do with your equipment, and exactly how to adjust these dampers yourself, step by step, including the mistakes that can make things worse if you do it wrong. But first, I need to tell you something about the day your HVAC system was installed. Because what happened that day, or more accurately, what did not happen, is the reason you are watching this video right now. The technician who installed your system was paid to make it run, not to make it work well, not to make every room in your house comfortable, to make it run, pass inspection, and move on to the next job. There is a process called air balancing. It is the work of going room by room, measuring how much airflow each space is actually receiving, and adjusting the system until every room gets what it needs. It takes 2 to 4 hours. It requires specialized tools, and it is an entirely separate skill from installation. Almost no residential HVAC contractor does it. Not because they are bad at their jobs, because it was never priced into the job to begin with. The incentive structure in residential HVAC rewards speed. Get in, get the system running, pass inspection, move on. Balancing does not affect whether the system passes inspection, so it does not happen. And sitting inside your ductwork, at every point where a branch splits off from the main trunk line, there are small metal dampers that were installed specifically for this purpose, waiting, fully open, doing nothing. That is where the problem starts, and that is exactly where the fix is. Let me tell you what a duct damper actually is, because once you see it, you will understand immediately why it matters. A duct damper is a round metal plate, usually galvanized steel, that sits inside a round duct and rotates on a central rod. When that rod is parallel to the duct, the plate is edge-on to the airflow. Air passes freely. The damper is fully open. When you rotate the rod a quarter turn, the plate swings perpendicular to the airflow. It blocks the duct almost completely. Every position in between restricts airflow by a different amount. On the outside of the duct, sticking through the metal, is a small handle, a lever, sometimes a wing nut. When that handle runs along the duct, pointing in the same direction the air flows, the damper is open. When the handle crosses the duct, pointing sideways or perpendicular, the damper is closed. You can see the position at a glance. You can adjust it with your hand in about 2 seconds. These are sitting in your ductwork right now. Go look in your basement, your crawl space, your attic, wherever your ducts run. You will find them at every branch point, every place where a duct splits off to serve a different room. Small handles sticking out of the duct, almost certainly all pointing in the same direction. All open, all the way, never adjusted. Now, I need to explain something about physics, because this is the part that makes everything else make sense. Air behaves like water. It follows the path of least resistance. Every time, your duct system branches out from the air handler like a river with tributaries. The main trunk runs from the unit and splits off into smaller branches, each one feeding a different room. And just like a river, the branches closest to the source get the most flow. The ones at the far end, the long runs, the second-floor bedrooms, the room above the garage, get what is left over. This is called static pressure imbalance. Pressure drops over distance. It is not a flaw in your particular system. It is physics. It happens in every home, in every duct system without exception. And here is something almost nobody mentions. If your ductwork runs through an unconditioned attic, and in a huge number of American homes it does, the air traveling through it picks up heat before it ever reaches the vent. A 40-foot duct run through an attic that is 130 degrees in July can raise the temperature of your supply air by 10 to 15 degrees. You are sending cool air in one end and receiving warm air at the other. The rooms at the far end of your system are fighting 2 things at once. They are getting less air to begin with, and the air they do get arrives warmer than it should. Meanwhile, somewhere in your house, a small hallway, a room next to the utility closet, a bathroom near the air handler. There are ducts that run short and straight, with almost no pressure drop at all. Those rooms are getting blasted, more cool air than they will ever need. Air that your FAR rooms are desperately short of. That is the problem. Not your equipment, not your refrigerant level, not the size of your unit. The airflow was never balanced, and the dampers that were installed specifically to balance it were never touched. Here is what $14 buys you if your system needs one added. A manual volume damper, sometimes called an HVAC branch line damper or a round duct damper. They come in standard sizes, 4-inch, 6-inch, 8-inch, 10-inch. You match the size to your duct diameter, which you can measure in about 30 seconds with a tape measure. Brands like Deflecto, Brone, or any sheet metal generic all work identically. The hardware is almost irrelevant. What matters is the adjustment. If your branch dampers are already there, and in most homes they are, you do not need to buy anything at all. You need to find them and learn how to use them. But here is something worth knowing before you touch a single one. There's a right way to do this and a wrong way, and the wrong way can cause real problems. When you restrict airflow using dampers, pressure inside that duct branch increases. A moderate increase is exactly what you want. It pushes more air toward the rooms that need it. But if you close dampers too aggressively, pressure builds beyond what the system was designed for. What happens then? A few things, none of them good. Your blower motor works harder against the resistance. Duct seams, which in most homes are not perfectly sealed, can start to leak or even separate. And your air handler can develop exactly the kind of problems that generate a very expensive service call. There is also this, your supply registers, those metal grills with adjustable louvers on your floors and ceilings, are not dampers. They are for directing airflow, not controlling it. Closing them completely pressurizes the duct branch with nowhere for the pressure to go. The right place to control airflow is at the branch damper inside the duct, not at the register at the end of it. The rule is simple. Never fully close a damper. Restrict it. Rotate the handle about a quarter turn from fully open, maybe 30%, and stop there. You are throttling flow, not blocking it. That distinction matters. Now let me walk you through exactly how to do this, step by step. Step 1. Understand your system before you touch anything. Walk wherever your ductwork is visible. Basement, crawl space, attic. Find every branch damper. Note which rooms they serve. Draw a rough sketch if it helps. Do this first, before adjusting a single thing. Step 2. Turn your system on and let it run for 15 to 20 minutes. Then walk through every room in your house with a simple thermometer. Even a cheap infrared one from the hardware store works perfectly, and measure the temperature in each space. Note which rooms are too cool and which are too warm. This is your baseline. Step 3. Find the dampers feeding your overserved rooms. The rooms that are already comfortable, or even a little too cold. The ones close to the air handler. These rooms are receiving more than their share, and the dampers feeding them are the ones you are going to adjust. Step 4. Restrict those dampers by about 25 to 30%. Rotate the handle about a quarter turn from the fully open position. Not more than that. Not yet. Step 5. Wait. Give your system at least one full cycle, 20 to 30 minutes, before you measure again. Pressure changes take time to propagate through the whole system. If you adjust and immediately check, you will not see the real result. Step 6. Measure again, then iterate. This is not a one-time fix. You are tuning a system. Most people find the right balance in 3 to 5 rounds of adjustments spread over a few days. Each round gets you closer. One thing the professionals do that almost nobody mentions at home. Use masking tape and a marker to label your damper positions once you find the setting that works. Right, summer, 70% open, right on the duct next to the handle. Because here is something worth knowing. Your system should be balanced differently in summer and winter. In summer, heat rises. Your second floor is fighting physics. It needs significantly more airflow just to break even. So you restrict the downstairs dampers and open the upstairs ones further. In winter, the opposite is true. Heat rises naturally, so the downstairs needs help. Flip your damper settings in November and again in April. It takes 10 minutes. Almost nobody does it. And it makes a real difference across the whole year, not just in summer. Now I want to be honest with you about what damper balancing cannot fix, because I think you deserve the full picture, not just the parts that sound good. If your ductwork leaks, and in most homes built before 2000, ducts lose 20 to 30% of conditioned air through gaps and poorly sealed seams. Adjusting dampers has limited effect, You are balancing a leaky system. The fix for that is duct sealing with mastic compound or proper foil tape, which is a separate project. If your equipment is genuinely oversized for your home, dampers will not solve that either. An oversized unit short cycles, runs in short bursts, shuts off before it finishes the job, runs again, and never runs long enough to properly remove humidity from the air. No damper adjustment fixes that. It is the wrong tool for that problem. And if your system has undersized return air, not enough capacity to pull air back from the rooms it is serving, restricting supply airflow with dampers can actually make that worse. Signs of this: doors slamming on their own when the system runs, whistling sounds at return grills, a general sense that the system sounds like it is straining. But here is what I want you to hold on to. In most homes, ordinary homes with ordinary systems, those expensive problems are not the main issue. The main issue is simply that nobody ever adjusted the dampers. Nobody ever asked whether the airflow was going where it was needed. Nobody balanced the system. Your installer was not trained to do it, was not paid to do it, moved on to the next job the day yours was finished, and the dampers have been sitting there ever since, fully open, waiting. That is a $14 fix in an afternoon. Sometimes it is free, because the dampers are already there and all they need is someone willing to turn a handle. The HVAC company's version of this conversation involves a new zone control system, motorized dampers, a zone controller board, and a number that starts with several $1,000s. And there are homes that genuinely need that, but most homes do not. Most homes need someone to walk the ductwork, find the branch dampers, and spend an afternoon with a thermometer and a roll of masking tape. There is simply no service call built around telling you that. No part to order, no equipment to install, no invoice to write. Which is exactly why nobody ever told you. So here is what I want to know. Go look at your ductwork this week. Find your branch dampers. And tell me in the comments, were they all fully open? Every single one? Because I already know what the answer is going to be for most of you. If this gave you something real, something you can actually do this week for free, or $14, please hit that like button. It helps more than you know. And subscribe if you want to keep getting honest, practical information about your home without the markup. Thank you for watching. Stay comfortable. And I will see you in the next ones.